Hey guys, Rob from Expedition Team Overland here with another install video on the JL. We are installing the Goose Gear 40% seat delete. Just need a little bit more storage. You would actually think that with this trail cow, as people are calling it, would have a lot of storage, which it does. It does a great job of storing food and fridge and all that other stuff in the back. But some stuff that I really want to have easily accessible to me, tools and recovery gear, putting it in the passenger compartment to me is the best place. I can put it in the back, but if the back of the Jeep is buried in a water hole or something, high centered, I can't access it with the weight getting up there, and I can plus having recovery gear in the back, I could just reach over the back of the seat, grab a winch controller, and it's less getting in and out of stuff. So we only have our one child, so it's I don't need the full back seat. So it is going to be somewhat of a inconvenience for us for some stuff, for daily running around stuff. You can only carry permanently 3 people in the vehicle, but we have to play plus or minuses, as this is not a daily driver. If this was a daily driver, we'd have to come up with something else. But so let's go in and install the 40%. All right, so here we are. We're now working the night. Getting late start here. So what I had to do to put this all together, it went together really well, except for one of these T-channels, I think they call them. When they cut it, the saw made a little bit of a imperfection, and the wing nut wasn't making it into the T-channel. So great, I was able to call Goose Gear. They're still open, thank goodness. It's West Coast hours for them, so I was able to call them. And what they recommended was me to take the T-channel completely off, rotate it to another channel, try it out, and it worked really well. And so we got them all put together. One big tip of advice, I'm using they have 3 levels of height for here. And the original directions I've been looking at was the low height, and I'm using the tall height. So make sure to, when you get on Goose Gear's website, to use their proper height directions, because there is different parts for it. So here we are in the Jeep now. Using the the Demos light is adding some more light here in the Jeep. So as you can see, the whole seat is out. And now I forgot to take this tray out, because this is now going to be in the way of the panel. Like I said, the directions I was looking at, it's the low one, so you actually retain that this little cabinet piece here. But now I'm using the high one. I lose this off, so I need to now also remove this. Real nice, easy install. Taking that out. One other tip I did do is before I took the 40% seat out, I put a piece of tape on the tray, and I'll show it over here, of where the seat approximately was on the on this tub, because I kind of want to retain this. So what I'll probably do is cut on the outside of it, like over on this side, and then keep trimming so it is perfectly lined up for the around the Goose Gear. So now I think all I got left to do is fit this in. Let's see how this goes. All right, so here we are burning the midnight oil. I think I finally got it in here. So there's no way for the directions to really say how to do this other than take it in, take it out, take it in, take it out, to move very fine adjustments, because in the end you have to line up the 4 seat bolts with these 4 L brackets that they supply with new bolts. Now the passenger side rear, you have to use like a regular Allen, 90-degree Allen, because it's just too small of a space to get a ratchet in there. So you have to go old school with an old Allen and just kind of blindly do it. Doing it at night's not the easiest, but I got my Demos light going, so it's a nice bright in here. So I got 3 out of the 4 bolts. The driver's side rear just can't get it lined up. So but it's in here pretty secure. I mean, it's not moving around, it's not rattling. that much, if ever. I think once that you put some stuff up here on the top, especially in the front, it's not going to make any problems. So now all I have to do now is just trim that plastic piece in there and get that in. Alright, got everything done. I got the plastic tray here. Like I said in the beginning, when before I took the 40% seat out, I put a piece of tape right over here and measured off where the chair comes down. Cut a little bit further off, and then came in here and trimmed it a couple times. I got about maybe 1/8 of an inch gap right there. Pretty good for pretty much eyeballing it after that. First I used a chop saw to get most of it cut, and then went through the rest of it with a Dremel to get it cut into two, and then to trim it I just used my Dremel and pretty much eyeballed it like I said. But got it all installed. Let's get this get my Demos light out, moved out of the way a little bit, and let's drop the seat. So there we go, that's what it's looking like. I am very, very happy. Goose Gear makes some really, really nice products. They are expensive, but I think they're well worth the price. So I'm going to put a link in the description for the Goose Gear, the proper instructions for the high kit that I have, and all the parts I bought. One thing to note is, like when I was doing some work on the front seats with the ARB air compressor, unlike the JK, the rear seats uses an e-torque bolt. So, and the front seats are different from the back seats, so I had to go buy 2 different e-torques. I will put a link in the description for all the parts that I used for this. I did buy a long handle torque wrench. Made life a little bit easier for getting into some of the longer pieces versus using a ratchet. So I'm going to put a link in the description for everything above. So, and you can see the high case. So this is the higher one. You can see the little more of a height it has here. The cup holder here's able to hold more stuff, and it's level with the back of the seat right here, where the lowest part of the seat is flush right there. But it does have a little bit of a lip, and on the other side, let me go around to the other side of the Jeep, show you this. So the only thing that's kind of annoying is there's no plate for the mechanics of the 60% seat. I'll have to look and see if someone makes a cover for that, because that is kind of ugly to look at all the time, but you know, you don't see it that often. But anyway, you do retain this little cubby thing there. You really didn't use that much with the seat in the place, but now with it gone, you do get these 2 extra tie downs. These are permanently mounted. It's the car. This is for the car seat, and this is where the 40% would latch into. So you still have those. So I guess you can use those to hang gear, hats or something. But looking forward to getting this all set up, and let's go hit the trail.